Hey, shalom, brothers. Brother Kamam Hard here, back at it again. First thing first, we give up praise and honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders on the sheep from GMS. Blessings to the occupant there preaching his word with horror and sincerity. Blessings to 144,000, 1/3 entirely, the first was kingdom of heaven. House of David, that would die. And shalom to you brothers out there speaking different tongues and looking at different nations. Shalom to you brothers. So today, brothers, I'm through the spirit. I was thinking about this couple of days or whatever, going through my favorite topic in the scriptures is spiritual power. The kingdom of heaven has been growing on me. We all talk about the kingdom, in which the kingdom is going to be incredible within its own right. That's just like a common sense statement. But spiritual power. It's been a little minute. I had dropped the video on it. I see brothers was, some brothers is putting lessons up on it as well. So I'm gonna land back. Throughout the Yahawashi, because, like I stated before in my other videos once before, that spiritual power was the portion of the scriptures that the Yahawashi had got me to come into the truth. My testimony was just pretty much, if I was to kind of just talk about it, when I was in the world, I was still like smoking weed or whatever. And I'm really big on Marvel and DC. And so for the most part, I came across this, if brothers really know, it's like this, how Marvel comes up and it always flickers scriptures within the words, within the letters of the Marvel as it come on. It's like its trademark or whatever. Brothers should know what I mean by that. Well, there was this video from the brother from not the Zappa Yum Yum, but I didn't know that before. And it was 144,000 with the same flickers of comics through the 144,000, and it was different images or whatever, and he was putting up these pretty good special effects. He was putting Jake in the same light as a superhero, and actually had some Dragon Ball Z depictions, had some Superman and Hawk, and sometimes it might be like a thing of that one Jake brother that was like glowing or whatever, in that karate movie. I forgot what that was called. Then you got other little side movies where it be Marvel itself or different TV shows. And the whole point was he formulated the video in a way where it was Jake having powers, doing these special abilities. And I didn't understand. I was dope because I'm like, damn, that I never seen our people in that light before. So the way he created the video was pretty, through the spirit, it was pretty intense. And then out of nowhere, the background narrator is always like, and I shall come down to, it's always a deep voice or whatever, and with a nice little music in the background that was pretty nice. And through the voices is coming out with scriptures in the Bible. And I started recognizing it because sometimes it will be said, and sometimes it'll be like on the bottom left of the screen, like Psalms 144:1, and Zechariah 12:8, which I bring out. You got Luke 10:19, Psalms 18 starting at 29 with King David, Samson and Judges. All these different. You got Isaiah 40:31 with the taking flight. Things of that nature. And I'm like seeing these scriptures and the way the video was being put together. I'm in my head like, well, what does the Bible got to do with that? And then as the scriptures was coming out, the narrator guy was actually saying the scripture itself. So when he took scriptures and associated with superpowers, I was very confused but super intrigued. And I'm like, wait a minute, superpowers? Like, what powers got to do with the Bible? So Salakia, hold on, let me So, I was like getting into it, and then, I was still in the world a little bit, and that's the Bible was starting to come on to me. And I used to, through the spirit, well, not through the spirit, but I used to still get high because I was still getting high at the time. But, I wasn't on the highways and hedges yet. I wasn't, obviously I was a newbie, just getting understanding what Israelites is, who they are. It turns out is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. That shocked me. But then when I started looking up the power part, it really blew me away. And I just, like, every day I would get off of work, I would smoke more weed. And because, you know, weed, marijuana was like a thing where it can really make you, you know, heighten your senses and make food taste better. We all know that, or whatever. But it also gives a sense of focus, and intrigueness increases as well, my interest level. So I would smoke weed just to, after a while, just to watch these Manatazap and Yum Yum videos, and every one was just getting me, just more and more and more. And then I would, you know, go through the YouTube rabbit hole, and there'd be other brothers talking about King David, and you know, what David was able to do. I didn't even know that, you know, how he killed 10,000 by himself, and he was able to jump over big giant walls, and he can went through a troop, and he can break steel with a bow of steel with his arm, like Superman Hawk type strength. I was blown away, brothers. I was blown away. Then I became glued, and the Lord knew exactly how to get me. You know, the Lord knows all our hearts, and which is in the Hebrew means lab, which means your mind. The Lord knows your heart and your mind or so. And so he knew spiritual power was going to get me wrapped around. And after that, and then, you know, then it grew, then the kingdom of heaven, and then, you know, the sweet part about it was great, and then the bitter was coming out, and then you start learning about what you can do, what you can't do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the spiritual power portion of the scriptures blew me away. And then, you know, you got John 14 where I can start bringing these out. But I wanted to actually, I'm hoping what I show, because sometimes when I show a little YouTube clip, to kind of just give a little reference. I don't know how other brothers is doing it and not getting a copyright situation. I don't know how that's really working. But I'm going to show this clip of Superman taking his first flight, just to, you know, reference a portion of spiritual power that we're going to be flying. You know what I mean? We're going to literally be Superman, Black Adam, you know, Dragon Ball Z, Hyperion, you know, Hancock, you know, whoever can fly on a crazy basis. You know, we're going to be doing that. Like, we're literally going to be taking flight, you know, and blasting through the sky like Iron Man do, but just we don't need no repulsors. We just gonna have the spirit of the Lord and being able to fly. That's incredible. But I also hear some brothers say this is okay. So this video I'm about to show, it's not mine at all. I don't own this. I don't own this particular video or the rights to this. So, you know, I'm just going to say that for the actual YouTube algorithm, or whoever is going to, you know, whoever in behind the scenes. I'm just using this for a reference, for information, and to make a point here. So if they hear that, you know, hopefully they don't got to strike me or remove the video. I'm just showing this to as a reference. So I wanted to play this.
Only two things are forever: love and Liberty Mutual customizing your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And if anyone...
Why am I so different from them? Earth's sun is younger and brighter than Krypton's was. Your cells have drunk in its radiation, strengthening your muscles, your skin, your senses. Earth's gravity is weaker, yet its atmosphere is more nourishing. You've grown stronger here than I ever could have imagined. The only way to know how strong is to keep testing your limits.
How do you find someone who has spent a lifetime covering?
Hey, brother, hey, listen. I had to put that up, because look, that's incredible. So I just wanted to show that for a second. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little glued in for a second too, because I was like, damn, you know what I mean? The minute the Lord willing, I gotta be a part of that number, it's gonna be doing that shit. Yes, we are, man. We like Lord willing, I'm part of that number too. You know, we gonna be flying on some crazy shit like that. I'm gonna say it just like that. We literally gonna be doing that, and that's a beautiful thing. So I can start with Isaiah. Oh my goodness, man. I be telling people, I mean, I'm like, yo, being an Israelite is the greatest thing of all time, man. The greatest information, the greatest everything that we can think of. Like it says, before I get that, the book of Romans 3 and 1, it says, what advantage then have the Jew, or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way, because that unto them were committed the oracles of Yahawashi. Listen, every single way and every single thing that's beneficial and profitable on this earth, the Israelite man is going to be able to attain, achieve, and have. So whenever Yahawashi comes back, man, delivers us, man, gives us these powers, because we're going to get powers before even in Jacob's trouble. Some brothers going to get power too, to be able to defend himself and fight back Jake. And fight Jake, 2/3 of our people in Esau. There's going to be some powers going on this side. But when we get that power with them new bodies, though, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? So, right here in Isaiah, matter of fact, for the sake of the video, Isaiah 40 and 31. I'm pretty much booked up with these spiritual power precepts. It's pretty much my thing. This is Isaiah. Now, start 28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary, there is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have not no might, he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Oh my gosh. The Lord said He gonna mount us up with wings like eagles. As eagles. Like, we gonna really be able to fly out here, man. We gonna be able to fly. And I'm just gonna say it like this. I always wanted to fly. Like, I had this one dream actually, where I took flight before. And just being in the dream part about it, I was able to do whatever I wanted. Similar to Superman we just seen. I was able to stop, go, take off. I was knocking out the speed of sound. I was able to, every time I went like this, I took off faster and went up. I had a dream just like what Superman was doing. It was a phenomenal experience, man. And I'm sitting there like, yo, call law Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because brothers are really going to be doing that. That's going to come a reality where it's going to be a different set of humanoid species of people. Remember, 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, talks about there's a celestial body and a terrestrial body. The celestial bodies are the bodies in a different makeup. It's going to be able to fly like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, incredible, man. Because look, right here in the book of, what is that, John? What did the Lord say? He said, it says, John 14, starting at 10, it said, believeth thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, who doeth the works. Right. And it says, believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. And what are the works? Those spiritual powers and miracles he was able to do from the power given to him by the Heavenly Father Yahawah. And it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So Yahawashi did some amazing things, but he said he gonna allow us to do something even greater than what he was doing. And that's going to be manipulating elements. That's going to be flying, indestructible, shooting laser beams probably out your eyes. Telepath, man, listen, look. The book of Luke 1:37. Straight up. For with Yahawashi nothing shall be impossible. So everything I'm speaking on is not impossible to do. If the Lord wanted to give you powers to be able to shoot laser beams out your mouth or your eyes or out your hands, it could be done. Oh, it could damn sure be done. If he wanted you to take flight and go super speed in the air, it could be done. Teleporting, going through portals, all that real. And when I found that out, I was blown away. I was like, yo. And then first things first, in order to attain a power like that, you have to be an Israelite. You have to be an Israelite, let alone you have to be part of the elect too, especially if you want to receive these special abilities, being part of the elect. And then you, for sure, you're going to see what this power is talking about. Because right here in Zechariah 12:8, this is one of my favorite ones. It says, in that day shall the Lord Yahawashi defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. And then when you read about David, David was a bad bull. And it says, and the house of David shall be as God and as the angel of the Lord before them. Man, we're going to be little mini Yahawashis or mini Yahawahs, man. We're going to be mini gods, bro. Like remember, Luke 1:37 says there's nothing impossible to Yahawashi, right? Anything through Yahawashi is not impossible. And then the Lord going to make us as angels, as of David, like the angel before him. So that means whatever Yahawashi can do. Remember, Yahawashi has all the power, and Yahawashi has all the power through his Father. So Yahawashi can do whatever he want and control. He's like the second in command after Yahawah. So he's like a whole Yahawah by himself, right? Not greater than his Father, he told you that, but he's a whole Yahawah-like individual. And then he's going to come back, and then he's going to get his men, the 144,000, and whatever his Yahawah-like spiritual body can do, he's going to allow us to be able to have the same type of makeup and the same abilities. Do you hear what I'm saying? We're going to be many Yahawah Yahawashis, man. That mindset right there, like I would tell people, this is the greatest dream to go after. You know, being joint heirs with Yahawashi, being able to be around Yahawashi, drink wine with Yahawashi, and have spiritual bodies and spiritual power like Yahawashi. That is the most incredible shit that's the most incredible thing I ever heard in my life. I will always and continue to be wild about this idea. That happens to be real. Because the scriptures are truth and life. And the Lord said it's written. And whatever is written will come to pass. Man, I'm like, yo, this is like, okay, you got Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, right? You got Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, and I'm gonna start at I started 6. It says, as gold in the furnace have he tried them and received them as a burnt offering, right? It says, in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. Hey, brothers, you know what that is, man? That's super speed, man. That's super speed. That is super speed. So not only are we going to be able to fly, but we also going to have the power of like Flash and Superman to be able to run, or Quicksilver from Marvel. We're going to be able to run super fast like that. That right, oh my gosh. Yo, when I came into this knowledge, man, I can't believe like the pastors and these wacky-taking Christians is not teaching this. Let alone they don't even know about this, nor would they believe something like this. You know? Let alone Samson being that the Spirit of the Lord came upon Samson and he was able to oh my gosh. Wisdom of Solomon 3:4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Along with these godlike bodies and godlike superpowers, we're going to be immortal too. Ain't going to be no kryptonite, because kryptonite for us is sin, and we ain't going to never sin. So it's like, it's a bad situation for the heathens, man. It's literally going to be impossible to even hurt an Israelite. Even the low level one. Man. We're going to be like Omni-Man out this joint. This shit going to be crazy, bro. When we get these powers, man, oh my gosh, we are going to be out here drawing. You know? I mean, shoot. Like what it says in Jeremiah 16:16. It says, Jeremiah 16:16 says, behold, I will send many fishers. What the Lord sent right now. You know, I'm a fisher. You know, Lord willing, I could be part of that number, but I'm doing the work. So I'm considered a fisher of men, for sure. Saith the Lord, Yahawashi, and they shall fish them. And afterward I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, every hill, out of the holes of the rocks. And who's that talking about? Those billionaire elites. Esau and whoever else as a heathen that's going to survive the ICBM missile destruction, and they're going to be in bunkers. And once they survive this thing, with our spiritual power and these abilities we're going to have, given from Yahawah, Yahawashi, we're going to be able to go down in these bunkers and open up doors and smash the door open and grab them up and chain them up. We ain't going to need no elevator. We're going to do it by force. And how are we going to be able to do that? By spiritual power. We ain't gonna need to steal your access code and use your elevator to go down into the bunker to go get them. No, we're gonna bust through that. You see what I'm saying? Man, look, what is that? Isaiah 40. Isaiah 40 and like what, 12? I know it's 40. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. I got it. I know it's 40. I will help thee, thy worm Jacob. It's right here. Sit up on the circle of the earth. I'm tripping. I know. Oh, Salakia. It's 41. Salakia. 41 and around. Yeah, here we go. It says I'm tripping. Let me see. I'm right here. Okay, here we go. Isaiah 41, starting at 14. It says, fear not thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahawashi, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. He says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth, and thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. You know, mountains are like governments, armies, etc. And also, shit, that's twofold. You know, and we're going to be able to just beat, man, what kind of new threshing instrument having teeth? What kind of power and body is that? Like, what is the Lord going to transform us into to be for us to be able to have power to do something like that? That's some Superman ass shit right there. You see how when Superman was when he fell out the air, he actually fell into a mountain, and the mountain got busted up. Like, it ain't like he hit the mountain and he stayed there. No, he bust through the mountain like the mountain wasn't shit. And he wasn't hurt. Why? Because another thing here in Luke 10 and 19, it says, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions. Yep, governments, armies, tanks, and all over the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. That's invulnerability, man. That's some invulnerability right there. We ain't gonna be able to get hurt. We gonna be out here snapping, man. We are literally about to be, the power that we gonna exude from Yahawashi is on a level that it's man, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to even face this. Like, how do you even, put this in words? How do you explain this? How can you depict it? The Lord said we're gonna be able to knock down mountains, and it's talking about a real mountain too, along with governments, because governments are considered as mountains too. But hey, let alone a mountain. You see what Superman did? Look, what more the Israelite? Let's say you got mad as shit. we in the kingdom with these spiritual bodies, and you was standing next to a mountain, and you got a little upset, maybe. I don't know, I'm making it up. And you just wanted to punch it real quick. Oh, it's going to leave a really bad damaged dent in that thing. Let an Israelite punch a mountain. It's going to be something's going to be like some Satsuma shit. Brothers know what One Punch Man is. Trust me. There's no doubt in my mind that if an Israelite man was to go punch the ground or punch a mountain, it'll leave a big ass long hole of power like Satsuma do, and it'll leave a trail all the way miles and miles and miles because we punched at it, and the power was so forceful that it left a trail through the mountain miles away. Yeah, oh yeah, we gonna be some bad men. Lord willing, I could be a part of that number. We gonna be some bad, bro. It's gonna, listen. And so that's why in the kingdom, I can see how, like, look, the heathen gonna still be in the flesh. They still gonna be wicked, right? Especially the Edomites. They gonna be in slavery, but they still gonna be thinking what they can do. Man, ain't nothing they gonna be able to do, man. They ain't nothing they gonna be able to do. They gonna be sitting there just like it's like, it's literally like a little baby to a parent. Like, what can the baby do against the parent? Nothing. You can't beat them. You can't talk back at them. If you do, it's going to be bad news. It's just the worst thing that you want to do. You have no power against a parent as a kid. There's nothing you can do to defeat a parent. It's going to be the same way as an Israelite. Israelites going to be walking around. We ain't got to watch our back. Not let alone, shoot, an Israelite going to have some ultra instinct shit if need be. Let something come swing. Our body going to dodge out the way. Like, it's nothing you can do to defeat an Israelite in that day. We are going to be crazy as shit. Matter of fact, I believe it's Micah the 4th chapter, I believe. Yeah, Micah. Because there's other pre's I can bring out, but I'm going to do through the spirit. I'm going to bring out the ones I can really identify. I know it's 4. It could be 3 though. It might just be 3. Let me see. Micah 4 is Zion like a woman travail. I will make your horns iron. That was going in the laser beams, rays of light. I was like, wow. When you really go into it, it might be 3. Is it Micah 3? No, 7 is execute judgment. Let me see. Make thy horns horn iron. Yeah, KJV. I know it's Micah 4:13. Yep, I was there. Micah 4:13. It says, "Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will desecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth." Now watch this. Now when you go to the blue letter, right? Go to the blue letter, and you go to Micah 4:13. Micah 4:13. Look at this. This is incredible. Yo, man, look at this. Interlinear. And when you go to the horn, thy horn, I believe, yeah, I will make thy horn. It goes into, here we go, horn. The strength, great. Not a musical instrument. A horn light projections on the altar. Rays of light. Yo, that shit goes into rays. Because remember, this precept is speaking about attacking, right? It's going into attacking. So the best fit for I will make thy horns iron. What is it talking about? It's talking about attacking. And when it gets into it, it's actually it's Karen. Let me see.
Strong's H 7161. Keren.
Right, and the best fit is rays of light, or like laser beams. Hey man, look, figuratively. See right here, it says figuratively power. You see that? See? Power. Yup. That's, you see what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yo, the Lord gonna have us, yo, brothers gonna be shooting laser beams out there. Hey, look. I'm telling you, like I said, man, you know, the water Yahawashi was able to, put this lesson up, but it needs to be spoken of, man. This is some comfort and something to look forward to, man. Bro, I know brothers want power, man. We gonna have power to tread on the neck of our enemies, man. Lord willing to be a part of that, man. Real rap. I prayed for spiritual power. I really did. A couple times. So that prayer has been up a couple times. I keep throwing it up. I haven't thrown one up in a minute about that. But I have thrown prayers up on spiritual power, which that is my favorite thing. I've always wanted power. Always wanted some power. I remember when I didn't even believe that power existed. It was just good to see on movies. Like, oh wow, what a great idea that is. What if humans can do that? And turns out that is very real. And Israelites are going to get those powers, let alone that certain powers like these we're talking about existed already. You know what I mean? David was real. Samson was real. Elijah was real. The prophets and the apostles that had power, they was real. Casting down fire from heavens, man. Hey, listen. Yo, look, man. Listen, man. This is my last precept, man. This is my last precept, and I'm going to go get it out of here. But, through the Spirit, I had to put that up. Revelations 11. And it says, starting at 3, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses. And what are the 2 witnesses? The 2 witnesses is the northern and southern kingdom. The southern kingdom being Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And also the northern kingdom starting with Ephraim all the way down to Issachar. That's the northern tribe. Those are the 2 witnesses. And it says, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. What we doing? We in sackcloth, right? And these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before Yahawashi of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over the waters to turn to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Oh my gosh. The Lord gonna turn his people into some bad men, man. They gonna be some bad bulls, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, man, let's keep enduring this thing, man, because the Lord's sake gonna lift up a standard. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end off with that. Isaiah 59 and 19. We got to believe this stuff, man. Isaiah 59, 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahawashi from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahawashi shall lift up a standard against them. And what is that standard? Okay. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. Look at this. Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59 and 19. When you go to the blue letter, okay, doing me dirty with this. 59, 19, interlinear. Boom, there we go. And standard. Standard. It says to flee, escape. To flee, escape, to take flight, depart, and disappear. Whoa. To fly to the attack on horseback. It says to take flight, to put to flight, to drive hastily, to cause disappear, hide. The Lord can lift a standard up in different ways, man. Where he's going to find a way to deliver his people when Esau coming like a flood, man. Hey, man, listen. These times are coming up soon, and we about to see brothers do some crazy shit, and our Lord willing could be a part of that. So I brought this out as edifying to you, brothers. Lord willing, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and qadash. Yahawah, he is to be, exists, Bahasham in the name, and the only begotten Son, the Lord and Savior, Yahawashi, Bahasham in the name, and the Holy Spirit of qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders and learned truth from GMS. Blessing to the Akimadera preaching his word, Ohor to sincerity. Blessing to the 144,000, 1/3 entirely, the first fruits kingdom of heaven, house of David, the Biyaf, that would die. And shalom to you brothers out there speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom to you brothers.